Sports Talk 1080, the Team Orlando's Tuck and O'Neill with Mike Tuck. I'm Jerry O'Neill. My wife's been watching these videos. She said, lose the pen. Okay, honey. It's football season. Yesterday we had a guy.
She said to keep the football?
She does. She gets one request, Mike. She knows who wears the big boy pants. Now, yesterday we had a guy on who's a graduate of Penn State, Matt Brown. Good talk on college football. But one of the things he was kind of bellyaching about, to be honest with you, is Oregon's free fall this week after losing the close game at Michigan State. They fell from 5th to 12th and 7th to 13th into two major polls, and he thought that was too much. You might want to hit the brakes a little bit. Ohio State a year ago, when they lost the home game to Virginia Tech, was sitting 22nd, and they were able to rebound. Now, granted, they had to run the table because the three teams at the top at that point were the other three who made the Final Four.
Well, I think there's three things to remember here. One, these polls don't matter at all. I mean, like, not at all. They're just there for our amusement and entertainment. The only thing that matters is the committee. Two, it's so early in the season, I don't have Oregon ranked in my poll at sportstalkflorida.com. They have a loss. There are 50 teams unbeaten right now. Doesn't mean I don't think Oregon will get back up there. Let's let the season play out and see what happens.
Whoa. You have a poll.
And three, the committee, I think the point Matt was trying to make is the committee wants to recognize a close loss to a good team versus blowing out a nobody in a given week. I put more value into playing Michigan State and losing close than I would in playing nobody and winning big.
He's complaining that they fell out of the top 10, and you don't have them in your top what?
They're
25?
not top 20 now.
Top 20.
Yeah.
I think he'd have the bigger argument with you than he would with the coaches poll or the AP poll.
It's week 2 of the season. They have a loss.
So you're telling me that any loss,
it's week 2. How can I be more specific about this? It's not the end of the season.
I know.
It's week 2. You know who I have in my top 4?
No.
I have Michigan State 1.
BYU?
I have BYU 3.
Good Lord.
I got Ohio State 2 and Texas A&M 4.
You are... Seriously.
I'm not trying to predict the future. Do you know the future? You have a crystal ball to look at to predict the future?
I know the future. You tell people, football fans in America, that BYU's in the top 4. I know the future. They'll think you're stupid.
If you think, or I'll put it to you this way, if you think Oregon's going to win the national championship, then wouldn't you just rank them 1 this week if that were the case?
I think it's
You think
fair.
they're the best team even though they lost the game?
I think it's fair to look at Oregon's close loss against a top 10 team on the road and not punish them by free-falling them out of the top 20. Now, you're right. It doesn't mean...
You said you disagreed with him. Now you're agreeing with him.
Top 20. You have them out of the top 20.
So 16, 18.
That's
a big difference?
You get a branding iron out.
Hold on.
Lost.
You started out disagreeing with him. Now you agree with him?
No.
What just happened?
How about taking a powder, and I'll share it with the audience here. I don't think it's fair to have them free fall out of the top 20 like you do.
Where should they be?
I would say where they're at, 12th, 13th. I say that punishment of losing is enough, not a free fall to the 20th.
So LSU went on the road and won at Mississippi State. They should be behind them?
I didn't say that, did I?
Well, they're 13th.
Well, I didn't. We weren't talking about LSU.
I'm just asking a question. Oklahoma went on the road and won at Tennessee. They're 16.
Would you take Oregon over
Should they be
Oklahoma?
behind them? That's not the question at play.
I'm asking you that question.
Here's why.
I'm asking you that question.
Okay, listen. You want to hear why that's a faulty argument? If I think Oregon's the best team in the country, do I get to vote them 1?
Look,
if I think they lost the game,
right?
Just because I think they're the best doesn't mean they get to be 1.
Be Vegas for a second. Neutral site, Oregon, Oklahoma. Who wins?
Oklahoma.
Oh, please. I'll take your money all day long. Tuck and O'Neill, 3 to 6 weekdays. Are you kidding me?
What is this guy talking about?
Sports Talk 1080, the Team Orlando.